So then, we watched Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
Again, watched it separately.
Yeah.
You've got some things to say.
Do I? Oh, well, I got some things to say about Han Solo.
Okay. Well, I guess start off with who's the director of this one.
Oh, nobody. Again, I have no idea. This guy, I did his.
You did it on IMDb.
Yeah, he had like no other films that I knew of.
Lucas was much more hands-on with this one thing.
Yeah, he wrote the script.
And I think it's clear that he directed parts of it.
Oh, really?
I think he worked as second unit director, and I also think he may have actually been on hand for like the throne room with the Emperor stuff. But regardless, we now have Lucas taking a bigger hand. I guess I didn't say in Empire is the the I love you, I know. Lucas hated that.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
If he had been on set, then that would have.
He couldn't have hated it that much because Leia says it in this one.
Well, I mean, he's got
to give to the masses.
Well, no, he's got to pick up, where the last one left off, regardless of how he felt. But no,
I mean, she quotes it.
I know.
All right.
But
So we start off.
The Empire is building a new Death Star.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I know. Like, part of me feels like, another Death Star. He could have come up with another idea, but the half-completed Death Star looks cool,
and it's also a lot bigger.
Yeah. And
how's this one start?
Well, it starts with the half-complete Death Star and Vader going to go check it out. But then C-3PO and R2-D2.
He's got a folder, a clipboard, a pen. He's like, that doesn't meet regulations.
Well, it's taken a while to get this thing done, and Vader's not happy.
When will he ever be?
But, once again, our two favorite droids, R2-D2 and C-3PO, are wandering through the deserts of Tatooine.
Yeah, they are.
They go up to Jabba's palace.
They get in.
Yeah, well, we meet Jabba the Hutt finally.
Yeah.
Guy's been talked about, not seen unless you're watching the special edition.
Yeah.
But I think he's really impressive for a puppet that size.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's a giant slug. Just a big debauched.
He's just eating things.
Yeah. He's got women in chains
dancing. There's a part where there's all these creatures in this palace, right?
Yeah.
And there's a part where this girl's dancing for Jabba, and I guess he doesn't like it. I don't know. And he throws her in this pit, and we don't see what's in the pit.
Right. We don't see.
But all these creatures go over to the pit to look like this is gonna be the greatest thing ever. And then old man C-3PO, he literally does this, people. He's looking, and he sees it, and he goes, turns around and leaves. Like an old man who's not impressed by anything. This guy, how's this dude in all the movies? He does. Like, I seen this when I was in Korea. Like, he doesn't care. I can't stand this guy. He's the least favorite character.
I've been, ever since you did that for me, when we were talking about this, I've just been laughing.
Have you rewatched it? That scene?
I looked it up on YouTube, and I don't take it that way.
He's not impressed.
I think it's like, this is like, the most degrading thing I've ever seen. These people. What have
he says that about everybody.
What have I got myself into? I don't know. I mean, he is.
Complain about everybody on the Millennium Falcon.
He is on the side of the angels, though. He's
the annoying one.
He wants the rebellion to succeed.
He's that guy at church that you talk to, and you're like, yes, I'm good. Why do you have to come up to me every week? Yes, God bless you. All right.
So anyway, the back up a little bit is that the droids go and they have a message from Luke.
Yeah, and Jabba doesn't want to hear it. He don't care.
Yeah, Luke says, give me Han,
I'll give you some money.
I'll give you these droids.
Oh, yeah, he does give him the droids.
And C-3PO's like, what? But
he also calls himself a Jedi Knight.
Yes.
And Jabba's like, bull. You ain't no Jabba Knight or Jabba Knight.
So
you ain't no Jedi Knight.
Jabba Knight.
You ain't no Jabba Knight.
This is sort of the theme of this movie, in my opinion, is identity. Who are you? What are you? Are you who you say you are?
When we agreed to do this, you're like, hey, just watch the movies. I know I had to be like taking deeper meanings.
Well, I mean, that's what naturally comes from watching a movie.
I guess.
But then, all this crazy stuff's going on in Jabba's house. We're there for a while.
Yeah. We got people singing and dancing.
If you were unfortunate enough to watch the special editions.
There's this girl with big lips.
And he's singing right into the camera. There's another guy who's singing right into the camera. And it's probably the worst out of all the special editions.
This one definitely feels like, especially in Jabba's, because you said it was kind of like the cantina, but
Yeah, it's like the cantina, only like with a bigger budget, and they have bigger variety of creatures.
But to me, watching it, there's just Muppets everywhere, and it felt very 80s.
You say that's like it's a bad thing.
No, I watched the Muppets. I like the Muppets.
Yeah.
But it felt way different than Empire.
Yeah.
And even the original, to me, I think.
Again, I'm the only one who thinks this way.
Because there's like these.
But this feels
Fraggle Rocks.
Can I say what I want to say? This feels like a return to form.
Down at Jump Hot. You can edit that out.
I'm leaving it in.
All right, go ahead.
This feels like a return to form.
Yeah.
We're going back to Tatooine.
Yeah. We're got another Death Star.
Yeah.
Lucas was like, listen, I did it once before.
Well, yeah, originally the Death Star was supposed to be like the final thing, but then it was like, well, I need a finale for my movie,
Sure.
So, but I think it's different enough that it justifies itself. I mean, Jabba's palace is way different than what we saw at regular Tatooine, or it's different enough.
Yeah.
Then this other bounty hunter shows up in a mask, looking a little bit, sort of like Boba Fett, and he's selling Chewbacca. And
that's my boy.
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, it's my girl. Lando Calrissian is there at some point.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's just disguised as a guard. Yeah. Again, going back to the theme of identity. These people are all wearing masks.
Who are we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And unmaskings are a big deal in this movie, and especially at the end. But
when the Jedi Knight Luke shows up.
Not yet. Because
my version he does.
The one bounty hunter unfreezes Han. And, Han's sort of blind.
Yeah, he's blind.
Then the bounty hunter takes off the mask. It's Leia.
Yeah.
And somebody who loves you.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, isn't it nice?
It is.
Makes my heart unfreeze.
It's great. But I love this part. It's like a comedy scene where you hear Jabba laughing, and then the curtain just pulls back. He was behind there the whole time.
He was watching her. Yeah. It's this movie.
I guess because they can't move him.
They just rotate him. But he's got the evil Fraggles.
It's like a surprise party. They just and then
Han's blind, so he's like, Jabba?
Yeah, so they throw Han into the same prison cell with Chewie, and then he takes Leia and dresses her up in a bikini.
Oh, yeah, the slave outfit.
Yeah, which is a big deal now. Or I guess you heard the news.
Yeah, Disney's not releasing that anymore.
Which, on the one hand, I was thinking, if artists want to draw her that way, they should be allowed to draw her that way. But then also I'm thinking, it sort of makes sense, because it's kind of weird how we celebrate Star Wars. People dress up their dog like Darth Vader, and it's like, this space Nazi. It's weird how people like celebrate certain things. So it is weird to celebrate the enslavement of, Leia.
It's a movie. Who cares?
Movies have meaning, and Yeah.
Like, nobody's dressing up their kids like Leia.
I guess not.
Like,
Slave Leia, anyway.
Yeah.
But, Comic-Con, you go and see a bunch of girls dressed like Slave Leia. And, which is fine, but what I'm saying is that, like, why aren't we thinking about, deeper reasons as to why?
Why they're dressing up like that?
Well, no, why we're sort of, in a way, celebrating it.
I don't think anybody's celebrating it. I think it's just...
If they're dressing up like it, they're celebrating it.
People dress up like reenactors and go shoot... Well, I guess they're celebrating that, too.
Yeah, they're celebrating America. Sorry. I didn't mean to celebrate.
I don't know. I mean, they're dressing up like it and they're going to an event that is about this. Like, if...
I'm not against it. I'm just saying that, it's a little weird.
I guess it's weird. I don't know.
It's weird to be profiting off a slave. Whether real or imaginary.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's weird. I just never really...
Well, it's weird, like, that they're, lusting after her. Oh, man, she's so hot in that bikini. And it's like...
She looks good.
Sure. I mean, we all have eyes to see. But
I think
it's weird that you're putting yourself in the place of Jabba, enjoying...
No, I'd take her to a dinner.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to keep her in a chain in front of me and choke her every... That's weird.
And,
we get back to the sex metaphors.
I was just about to say
that are in these films.
Jabba's a giant penis.
Oh, Jesus.
He is!
Well, he is a dick. Hey-o! But yeah, I guess.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he definitely is. That's definitely a weird, like, fetish type thing going on.
Mm-hmm. But Luke shows up.
Yeah, he does. And he gets past the guards with his Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, he has obviously advanced since we last saw him.
Yeah, he looks like a man.
He's also all in black.
Yeah, he is.
And it's like, where's this going? But the entire time Jabba is, he has the upper hand.
Because he doesn't fall for the Jedi mind trick.
Right. And because they only work on the weak-minded.
It wouldn't work on me.
But he throws him into the pit, and Rancor comes out.
Yeah. Which is the next Thor movie, right?
It's Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But the Rancor is what, stop motion?
I guess so. He's this big, evil giant.
That's why I do love Return of the Jedi, is because it combines so many things. Like, at this point, they have a lot of money, and they can do, whatever. So we do have, giant puppets, but we also have some stop motion there. We had some stop motion in A New Hope. I meant to mention that. The weird space chess scene where R2-D2 is playing against Chewbacca. But, Luke ends up killing the Rancor.
Yeah, using the Force.
And drops the gate on his head and kills him. And we get a weird scene where the owner of the Rancor comes out and cries.
Oh, yeah. And he's a human.
Right.
And he looks like someone from Thunderdome.
I guess Jabba's whole thing is very Mad Max, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like that scene.
Because then, like, his buddy comes and he's like, and then they just kind of, like, walk off.
Where, bad guys have feelings too. And,
I guess.
You might only be bad because of circumstances. You don't know you don't know their story.
I don't care to either, right?
But that's the message of the movie. And see, the movies, in particular this one, because we're talking about it, telegraph their message. It's not just the moral at the end where people sit around. It's a theme that runs through the whole movie.
You look really deep into these films, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you a story real quick. I'm a big fan of a film called About a Boy.
Okay.
All right? And a buddy of mine, he didn't like the movie. And he's like, And I was like, well, didn't you ever realize that the title About a Boy, it's not about the boy, it's about Hugh Grant's character. And my buddy was like, wow, I never thought about that. I was just talking out my ass.
But that's right?
I don't know. It sounds right to me.
All right. Well, who Who says what's right?
Oh God. We do.
What do you mean we do? But I mean
the viewer.
Okay, but what if the director tells you something different?
Well, you can either believe it or not. Well, because like songs.
That's a much better. That's a much better answer than I thought I was gonna get.
Well, like songs, you can hear a song and be like, to me, that's about
right
so and so, and then you hear like the guy talk and he's like, nah, I read that about my mother, and it's like, oh,
it was about drugs.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's not what So you
but it still means it to you.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this. With art. You can take the art, and the art means something to you that it didn't initially mean.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do believe that a lot of what I'm saying, Lucas did put in.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
But anyway, they take Luke and Han out, and they're going to execute them. They're going to execute everybody.
They're going to throw him in his pit.
Yeah,
they're not going to execute Leia.
The Sarlacc. Oh yeah, well, keeping her around.
Yeah.
But the entire time, Luke is just like, hey, this is your last chance to surrender. Like he's on the plank about to go over.
And Jabba's like,
yeah.
Fool!
I really like the play, the dialogue between Luke and Han, where Luke is like, I was born here, Han's like, you're gonna die here, Or earlier when Han's like, how we doing, kid? Luke's like, about the same. Han's like, that bad, huh?
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, and it really feels, like they're real friends and that they've been through a lot.
Well, he goes in two.
So, yeah, Luke gives the signal to R2-D2.
R2-D2 shoots the lightsaber.
He takes it out. Bam! Bright green. It's like, what?
Oh, was it? What color was it before? Blue?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They didn't take notes.
Well, we hadn't seen this at all because, he lost the saber in the last one.
I do know that, I think it's this one where Darth Vader sees him and says, I see you've been working on your saber.
Yeah, because there's a deleted scene where it shows Luke making his own saber.
Oh. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is green. I didn't even notice.
But it's also, like, I think the fan interpretation is that, blue is Jedi Knight, green is Jedi Master.
Oh. Well, Yoda was green.
But to me, it's more like blue is good, red is bad, green we don't know. Because again, Luke is in all black. There's the possibility of him falling to the dark side at some point.
Yeah, but he's still saving his friends. That's not something Vader would do.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, all of his friends are dead.
Yeah, because of him usually.
But they save everything. We have the great scene, and this again goes to sex imagery, where Leia takes her chains and strangles Jabba
penis
with them. No, it's like, her breaking free, of her shackles.
Yeah.
It's very, feminist imagery here.
Go women. I'm all for them. I am.
But, I don't know. I think it's one of Leia's great scenes, in the whole series. Her really doing something.
She's a weird action star. Because in Empire, she's running around, and I'm like, she's not an action star.
Yeah.
But this one, she kind of got to do a little more.
Yeah. So, Luke heads back to Dagobah.
Yeah.
Talked to Yoda one last time.
And Yoda's like, I'm dying. And Luke's like, no. And he's like, dude, I've been on the planet for like 500 years. I'm gone.
900.
Whatever. It's all numbers. Really, after 100, we just keeping track anymore. And so Yoda dies.
Yeah, well.
Obi-Wan comes.
Huh.
I don't know what happens. Tell me.
Much like Obi-Wan, Yoda disappears.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. You didn't see it? The body disappears, becoming one with the Force.
Ah, okay.
But he also says, your training's over, but you have to confront Vader. And
like a therapist letting you go. It's like, look, this is the last session, but I'm going to just say, you got to confront your father.
Yeah. And so then he goes out and he talks to, Obi-Wan's ghost. I don't like this scene. I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like...
Do you not like it because the ghost sits down?
It's a little weird. Well, it's a little weird altogether, that Obi-Wan just shows up and spills all this information. I think they could have done it.
What's he saying?
Somehow. Well, he's like, Well, he does say the one good thing where, what I told you was true from a certain point of view. I wasn't really lying.
Is he rapping this? What I told you was true from a certain point of view. I ain't lying.
Well, Darth Vader really did kill your father. Anakin is no more.
I read somewhere that Lucas actually went to a child therapist.
Yeah.
It had to be said by another character that Vader was Luke's father, otherwise,
right?
Like under 10 wouldn't believe it.
That's the kind of research that you don't get in the blockbusters anymore.
We don't know why Lucas went to the child therapist.
But
but yeah. It was an interesting factoid.
But he also Obi-Wan, unlike Yoda, just says confront Vader. Obi-Wan straight up says you gotta kill him. And Luke is like, I can't do it. And I think, and Obi-Wan says, well, then all hope is lost. And this is where we gotta talk about how Obi-Wan's a liar. Because Luke doesn't have to kill Vader. Obviously, by the end of it.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what happens after the credits roll.
Luke trying to save his father means, he's a better good guy than the old good guys.
Sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that, Obi-Wan can't be trusted.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know, because I think this is like...
Of course, I don't remember this scene.
You finished the movie, right?
Yeah, I watched it though.
He goes past the teacher. The student, is now the master.
Sure.
So there's nothing Obi-Wan can teach him anymore.
So why is he even listening to him?
Well, he doesn't know that yet. But anyway, the rebels all get together. We're going to make one last stand against the Empire.
And they go to Endor.
Well, because that's where the Death Star's being built. There's a shield generator on the ground. They got to blow up the Death Star. They also find out the Emperor's on board. We should talk about that as the Emperor comes.
Yeah.
And
it's the first time we see him?
Yeah. Well, no, we saw him in Empire, didn't we?
I think so.
Vader communicates with him.
Yeah.
The Emperor wants to sort of recruit Luke.
Yeah.
Much like Vader does.
Because if you got three's better than 2.
I think his real plan is for Luke to kill Vader, so then Luke can take his place. Both of them, Vader and the Emperor, both want the other one dead. Yeah, because it would just be easier. But this is what I like visually is we've seen the Empire, there's the stormtroopers, they're in all white. You also see the other guys, they're on all black. Emperor shows up.
He's got red.
Blam! Yeah, bright red.
Yeah, they were pretty cool looking.
Yeah, the Imperial Guards come out. As a kid, I always thought, oh man,
it's kind of scary.
What can those guys do? And it's we don't even
see what they do we?
No. In fact, when they finally show up again in Revenge of the Sith, Yoda blows him over with a one hand wave. I was like, oh, come on. Been waiting all my life to see them actually do something. But it's we're finally that far up.
I can just see you so excited in Revenge of the
It was totally like that. We're so far up in the hierarchy of evil that we're now seeing these new guys. Mm-hmm. Also, the Emperor brings these other guys with him. They don't talk or anything, but I don't know, they're weird looking, and it's
I don't remember.
Okay, well they're in the background, they're his
lackeys,
his entourage.
Yeah, it's his turtle and drama.
And it's oh, what are these guys? What do they do? Who are they? And it's just weird. But
can we get that Endor?
Yeah.
So we get to Endor. This is jungle. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
And here's
the first thing is the speeder bike.
Well, not even before that.
Okay.
Okay, for 2 movies now, Han Solo has been
the man.
The man. He's badass. He's awesome. Everybody loves him. You don't care. This movie, he's a bumbling idiot. First, he's blind and he can't see anything. He's bumbling around. I'm all right, that's fine. He's blind. But then he's in this one, and he says something to Leia, and Leia's be careful. It's I'm Han Solo. And he goes, and he steps on a thing that snaps, and the stormtrooper turns around, and he's and I'm like, what did they do to this character, man? He becomes this idiot in this one.
All right, I disagree.
All that's cool is done.
I mean,
He's the comic relief.
in a way, his cool is done, but I think it shows a growth of character.
That's not growth. If you lose your cool, you're not growing.
I don't know. But I used to always have a problem with Lando piloting the Falcon. I always used to think Han's the only one who should be allowed to do that.
No, Lando's the man. Lando never loses his cool.
Well, so like I always thought Han should be the one flying the Falcon to the Death Star. He should be doing that mission. But I feel like him being able to let go of that shows that he knows that there's more important things. You know, the rebellion is more important. His love with Leia is more
So
important.
you're saying love makes you lose your cool.
I'm saying that, you know, the coolness that we assign to Han, you know.
He's a rebel. He's
Yeah, but now he was an inauthentic rebel. Now he actually is with the Rebel Alliance, and he's fighting for something. He's a rebel with a cause. Instead
Okay.
of it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's fine.
I don't know. I was really upset. So I was like, this dude. He's like a ninja in the first two, and then he's.
But then we have the speeder bike chase.
Yeah, which is really cool. Actually.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You get like a POV of the speeder bike going through trees and stuff, and it's pretty cool looking.
Although I don't understand how you can control those things.
No.
That's why it's science fantasy, not science fiction.
And then Leia gets thrown off, and this weird. I thought it was. I mean, I knew what it was, obviously. It was alive in the 80s.
Are we talking about the Ewoks?
We're talking about the Ewoks. But I thought the Ewoks and the Wookiees were related.
Oh, no. Well, originally...
I guess that's the racist in me. They look similar, so they must be...
Well, originally it was supposed to take place on a planet of Wookiees.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They couldn't afford that much hair.
No, they changed it. Depending on your point of view. Either you want to be, you know, a cynical jerk, and you just want to think that Lucas just wanted to make money. That the Ewoks would be easy for toys. That's why.
Well, I mean, that's true.
It is
Listen,
true.
here's the thing about Lucas and Star Wars, or whoever it is in Star Wars. They pimp that thing out like crazy.
Well,
I literally saw a commercial the other day for a Pandora bracelet for either the dark side or the light side.
we're going to get into like merchandise later.
Are we?
Yeah. Merchandise. But as Yogurt would say.
Yeah. I'm going to watch that after this is done.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
So
they're on Endor.
Oh, the
Ewoks.
Okay, yes. So the Wookiees, like they originally planned on Wookiees. The Ewoks in this whole scene, or this whole movie, is a metaphor for Vietnam. Do not give me that head shake.
Oh my gosh!
I was not even going to bring this up because everybody talks about it. But since, you know, but apparently you don't even know.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because they run through the jungle?
No. It's because they are a primitive society that is able to take down a technologically advanced one, much like Vietnam against America. All three movies are about Vietnam.
What?
It's about sex in Vietnam, folks.
Vietnam. I came up here to talk about puppets.
So we couldn't do Wookiees because we know Chewbacca. The Wookiees are technologically advanced at some level. So it had to be a new race.
So it's Ewoks.
Yeah, which are, you know, again, sort of miniaturized Wookiees.
Sure.
I like the Ewoks.
I got no problem with Ewoks.
Everyone's got a problem except us, apparently.
My daughter thought they were cool.
Okay. Well, see, that's the thing is like, I just put them in, get the kids. It's
Hey,
like,
this is more family-friendly one. There's Muppets, there's...
sure, you know, sort of a happy ending, unlike the last one.
Yeah. Everybody's crying themselves to sleep at night. Except for the kid dressed like Darth Vader, maybe.
You do have a problem, though, with the Ewoks all... The Ewoks end up capturing them all.
Yeah, they capture all of them. Then old man 3PO comes out of nowhere, and he's a god to them. And they were speaking Ewokese, and I don't know. I just feel like in this, I don't know. I just feel like everybody's been a god in movies.
Yeah,
it's Ace Ventura a god in the second one or something.
It's a very cliche scene where like the primitive society starts worshiping the new thing.
Like Jack Sparrow was in the last Pirates, I think.
Oh, the second Pirates, yeah.
No, one of them. I don't know.
Well, I remember that now you brought it up.
But yeah, it was just kind of like whatever.
And then the Ewoks are gonna cook them.
Yeah.
And
Han's blowing out the flames. And so Luke's like, lie, and 3PO's like, I cannot do that. And so he hovers them, and they they don't eat Han and Leia.
Right, they become friends.
Well, they were gonna eat Leia anyway.
Right, yeah,
she was kind of cool with them.
Yeah,
because she gave him food or something.
Yeah, gave him a candy bar.
And so now
we had the big scene where Luke talks to Leia.
Oh yeah. Because he knows.
Oh yeah, because Obi-Wan told him Leia's your sister.
And
so twins, the twin children of Darth Vader.
And she kind of knows too.
Yeah, well, it's like sort of, I guess, they know because of the Force.
Yeah, like I said.
She didn't have it till this one.
Nah, I disagree. Yeah, so he's like, I gotta go do something.
Yeah, I gotta go
kill
Dad. I gotta redeem my dad. That's his mission.
Yeah. And so then Han shows up and he's like, oh, you can tell Luke, but you can't tell me, because he's all jealous now.
Well, he thinks the love triangle is still going on.
Yeah, he didn't get the memo. And Leia, for what reasons, I don't understand, is like, I can't tell you what's going on. Why can't you just say, he's my brother?
We got too much going on. I mean, she just...
Really? There's Ewoks dancing in the background.
I really like the Ewok village, how it looks, the tree houses and
you should watch Treehouse Master.
Treehouse Master?
That's a show.
Okay.
The guy goes around and builds these crazy tree houses. That's pretty good.
I don't know how I feel about it. For a long time, I did not like the idea of Leia being his sister. I thought that was, I don't know, something that it doesn't even really amount to a whole lot. Like at the end, Leia does feel Luke and is like, yeah, he's alive. But beyond that, she doesn't use the Force. Like, it would have been cool if, like, at some desperate point she just reaches out her hand and something happens. And it's like,
no.
Yeah, see?
I thought you were going to say it would have been cool if we got another training montage in the jungle.
No.
Her with Yoda on her back.
Or she got a lightsaber.
Well,
something.
So Luke goes back.
Oh, yeah, he voluntarily offers himself up. And it's like, and Darth is like, you can't turn me. It's too late for me, son. Although, the way he says it sounds like, there's some good somewhere.
Well, there's a scene coming up I want to talk about too, because there's a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready to talk about the battle?
Yeah, it's a 3-part thing where there's all the stuff with Luke. There's the stuff going on Endor,
where they're trying to get the shield or something.
Or they call it the forest moon of Endor. So is Endor the planet, or is Endor the actual moon? But anyway, and then there's also the space battle.
Which Lando and Chewie's on the Falcon, and they're trying...
No, he's not. It's Lando and the other guy. 9.
Oh, yeah.
The weird-looking guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and Admiral Akbar is in command of the whole operation.
Yeah.
I like him.
He's alright, I guess.
I like him all.
Anyway, Vader's fighting with Luke, and then the Emperor's all like, ha ha, and he starts electrocuting Luke.
Whoa! That's the end of the movie.
I said we're ready for the battle.
I know. I didn't know you were skipping right to the end of the battle. You want to talk about Chewbacca's Tarzan yell?
I didn't even take notice of it. You told me to look out for it too. I didn't even take notice.
Okay. But no, like the
Do
whole...
your impression of the Empire. The Emperor.
Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shields will be fully operational when your friends arrive.
He says this to me the other night, and I'm like, I'm not that far. I don't... He's like laughing to himself. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
This is a great little line.
And then, it came up like 10 minutes later, and I was like, oh.
The Emperor is such a jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he's the Lord of all evil and whatever.
Sure.
But, I don't know, he's just like, a mocking bully. But, like, his whole point is that he wants Luke to be his servant, because he knows Luke is going to be a better Jedi than his father. His father's on his way down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I put him in this robot suit, but you know that can't last forever. So, you know, the Emperor is just feeding off of hatred, and you know wants this to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Again,
He's a shipper.
one of the most magical moments for me, and it was the very first moment I ever saw in the movie, where Luke and Vader are going at it for the last time. The choir comes in on the soundtrack, and it's again John Williams, the greatest musical composer in my opinion for movies. You know, then Luke is just wailing on Vader. And, and he cuts Vader's hand off.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
And you know, it's
the Emperor's just watching it like some weird fetish.
Well, he's also he's cracking up, and Luke looks down at his hand and realizes he's got a robot hand, you know, just like his father does. Because like he cut off his father's hand, but you know it's just wire. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's finally happening. I'm becoming Vader. You know, that premonition I saw in Empire, you know, where I'm behind the mask. You know, that's what's going to happen to me. And so he throws his weapon down and says, you know, no.
Looks at the Emperor and says, "Maggie, bro."
You know, and he says, "I'm a Jedi like my father before me." And again, the whole thing of identity. You know, what is a Jedi? Is a Jedi just a guy who throws a sword around, or is it a guy who does the right thing and, you know, believes in the Force? I think it's the other one.
Yeah.
So I meant to bring it up in New Hope because I needed to bring it up here. You know, C-3PO's advice to R2-D2 in that game, you know, let the Wookiee win when they're playing space chess.
Yeah.
Like that's sort of like the meaning throughout all the series.
It just shows what an old person he is. He's like, let the Wookiee win so we don't have to hear the complaining.
No, because if you let the Wookiee win, you know, you're the one who's winning because you're the one who did it. You're the one who chose to let him win.
Makes no sense.
Whether you want your arms ripped off or not. It's like Obi-Wan lets himself get struck down by Vader. Luke throws his weapon down, lets himself, you know, be electrocuted. His whole plan was a suicide mission to begin with. You know, because he tells the Emperor, "Soon I'm going to be dead and you with me."
Yeah.
Yeah. He was only going on to the Death Star to sort of, you know, be a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think it's a very, you know, almost pacifistic, you know, message here, you know, which I don't think people get. People think, oh, lightsabers are cool, you know, let's go fight. But, you know, the message here is don't
fight.
Yeah, you know, just, you know, war is.
Buy the lightsabers.
You know, these Star Wars are never going to end unless, you know, you finally put it down.
Well, he put it down.
And then
the Emperor's shocking him.
Which, as a kid, that was scary. I mean, like the way Luke is screaming, it sounds, you know, painful.
He's dying.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It feels very visceral.
There's a scene though that I want to talk about.
It was also in the 80s. You know, everyone was throwing lightning around. Like Gozer and Ghostbusters has it. Skeletor and Masters of the Universe. It was just the hip thing to be doing.
Yeah.
Really.
That and denim. But there's a scene where the Emperor's shocking Luke, and the camera pans in on Darth Vader. Because I guess we're supposed to, you know, get this expression. That
well, he's thinking.
Yeah.
He's looking back and forth.
No, he's just standing there, and it's panning in on him. And like, if he had a face, we could see what it's just a mask. And I'm like, that's a stupid pan. I love a pan. Tina Belcher. Anyway, finish the movie.
Yeah, so Vader, you know, he is looking back and forth. His head's going to the Emperor, and then he's going to his son.
He's doing the Vincent.
And so, you know, he decides, no, this is wrong. This has gone too far.
Time out. At one point, C-3PO is telling you the whole story to the Ewoks. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, Hiba, Skywalker. And I'm just like, ooh. I'm just like, C-3PO.
Oh, it's great, because, you know, we're the Ewoks.
Well, I'm the Ewok now. Finish the story.
We're the audience.
Yeah.
And he's telling it to us.
All right.
So this is going on too far. I understand now. And so he picks up the Emperor, chucks him over the bridge.
Yeah.
And, the Emperor blows up into the reactor or wherever he threw him. But it's also cool because the Emperor is raining lightning down on Vader as he's doing it, and we see Vader's skull in the mask as lightning.
Yeah, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super cool.
Super cool.
And from then on, Vader's breathing's all different because his whole thing's messed up.
Yeah.
Now he really is dying. So Luke tries to get Vader to the ship, take him home.
Which is funny to me because he's like Vader's like, oh, just let me leave here, and Luke's like, no, I gotta take it, and he's dragging him. I'm like, use the Force, Luke. Hover him around.
I also like it because everyone knows this whole thing went south, so everyone in the whole base is escaping, and
that's
they're
true.
running
Yeah.
around. They don't care about Vader. They're just running past.
They're not like, hey, there's that guy that we've been
taking orders from.
Well, not even that, but,
right, Luke.
I could kill Luke right now and
it's like no,
get a raise.
Well, it's because also it's like we were doing a job. Our boss is dead.
I'm clocking out.
I don't know. It's like Nazis trying to escape as Berlin is falling. But this is the big unmasking.
Yeah.
And he unmasks Vader, and I love this scene. It's again one of the most powerful scenes. Nothing for you?
No.
I don't know. It's so sad.
I like where he burns him. That's a good scene.
Well, his father's, you already have saved me.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Tell your sister you were right about me.
You okay, buddy?
It's great. I love it. Although there's many ways to interpret the scene. But Luke is still saying, "I'm not going to leave without you."
He still takes him.
Even though his father, did die, he's still saying,
And Luke's gonna die if you don't move it.
I don't know. I've heard some interpretations saying how this means Luke hasn't grown up because he's still trying to cling to his father. But anyway, he takes him. Lando blows up the Death Star. He escapes.
That's a pretty cool scene too.
I do like it. If I had seen this at the time, I probably would have put money on Lando not making it back. Also, just because there's a scene Han says, "I feel like I'm never going to see her again," when he's looking at the Falcon before he leaves.
Yeah. And also when Lando blows it, and he's racing out. It's really cool. What's he say? Yahoo! Swear to you, it's awesome. The cool.
It's also
given to someone else.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is a good time to bring this up. I want to read you something.
Oh, man.
This is I Wear the Black Hat by Chuck Klosterman.
You read the whole book?
No. It's just a paragraph here. But it's about Star Wars. This is the only Star Wars part of the book. It's a great book.
I know he's one of your favorite writers.
Yeah. He's written about Star Wars before. I couldn't find it. I don't know which other book it is. But he's talking to his editor here.
Okay.
And he says, I express my theory that there's a natural evolution to how male audiences respond to the Star Wars franchise. While you're very young, the character you love most is Luke Skywalker, who's entirely good. As you grow older, you gravitate towards Han Solo, who's ultimately good but superficially bad. But by the time you've reached adulthood, and when you can hit the point in your life where Star Wars starts to seem like what it actually is, a better-than-average space opera containing one iconic idea, you inevitably find yourself relating to Darth Vader. As an adult, Vader is easily the most intriguing character and seemingly the only essential one. I'm not sure all people would agree with your premise, said my editor. I think most guys stop evolving at Han Solo.
I can see what he's saying.
Yeah, I thought that, because I often thought that. It's like everyone says Han Solo's the coolest character in it. You don't really think that until you're a preteen, in my opinion. When you're a kid, you relate to Luke because you want to be the hero again. You see yourself as...
I didn't relate to it until I was 33.
But, and now I do think he's right because I do like Darth the most.
Vader's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. He's got a lot of scars, both physically and otherwise. Because of how he's lived his life. I think we can all relate to things that have happened in our lives.
Sure.
That have changed us for better or
they
worse.
get burned in lava.
Sure. Had all your limbs cut off. But I also do think the editor was onto something, how most guys don't evolve from Han Solo, where you just want to stay the cool, detached guy.
You'll be the Fonz for all your life, man.
Yeah, well,
Hey. So, Luke takes Vader to Dagobah, I guess?
No, he's on Endor.
Oh, Endor, and he burns him.
Yeah,
And that's a pretty cool scene.
The music there is the same music as when he's looking at the twin sunset.
And it's kind of a
movie.
very similar shot.
Yeah.
It pans up. And then the Ewoks are all having fun.
Singing Yub Nub. That's the name of the song.
And then Han...
Yeah, everyone gets together,
Han's like, look, if you want Luke, take him. I'll be fine with that.
That happened a little earlier, but that's fine.
And Han's like...
I mean, Leia's
like, no, he's my brother.
Yeah.
Han, idiot, does a double take.
It's like, wouldn't you question, like, what?
Not him. He's just like, okay. And...
it's fine, I think. A lot of people thought Han should die. That would be like the end of his character.
Yeah.
To sacrifice himself for the Republic or the Rebellion. I disagree, because I don't know. It was also Lucas's logic is that, the boy gets the girl. That should be the end of the movie. Luke wins his battle, but also we have love coming together.
Sure.
So it's important. So I think that's the case.
I'd have been fine either way, but...
Yeah, but the Ewoks they're playing the music with like the decapitated heads.
Yeah, they are. I thought I saw that, and I was like, I don't know, man, this is weird.
Yeah, it is. It's like, well, the rebels wanted to team up with these cannibals.
I heard in the new version of the special edition, they go to the other
planets, yeah.
And the planet that Jar Jar's on,
Naboo.
You just hear them go, "We's safe."
Yeah, he says, "We's free."
We's free.
I do like that change, kind of. Not Jar Jar Binks, but necessarily. I don't have a problem. But I do like how it shows like all the different planets celebrating. Giving us a larger scale. That is a problem, I think, with Jedi, is that they do a whole lot, but they don't give us the scale of the victory that this was. Although we'll see in the next one.
Yeah, we'll see
how that all worked out. But final shot here. Luke looks over, he sees the ghost of Obi-Wan and Yoda, and then his father appears.
And everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And then Leia comes and looks at Luke. She's like, "Come back to the party. The Ewoks are playing drums on Dead Storm Troopers' heads."
I also prefer the score in the special edition for that scene. It's not
Yum Yum.
It's not Yum Yum.
Yum Num.
But also in the special edition, of course, it's Hayden Christensen as the ghost.
Whatever.
Not great.
This one I would probably give a 4 out of 5. Maybe
a little bit lower than
because of all the Muppets.
Aww.
I mean, there is more of a story, I think. But I don't know, man. I feel like Han really threw me off in this one, and I didn't like the bubbling fool. But yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So what else we want to talk about here?
Well, hold on. Well, I mean, I loved it. I didn't get to say my final word.
I think my final word was on one of those.
I loved it. Return of the Jedi. I think it gets a bum rap, and looking back at it now, as we just did, I feel like it stands up with the others. I think
it's a little weaker. I mean, it is more family oriented, I think, but I don't know, that's not bad.
No. It also, you could see the trilogy as being like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. I
don't think so.
All right.
I mean, you could, but I don't think that's what he purposely meant.
I don't know, but I feel like the trilogy works as like one story.
Sure. Empire's definitely 2.
Yeah.
That is the middle of something.
Well, like, when they were, for a long time, we need to make Lord of the Rings movie, but Star Wars always kind of was that. It was already, the film equivalent, a fantasy trilogy.
All right, Fredo Graves.
For the movies.
There's only one trilogy, and there ain't no ring in it.